Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Embedded System Laboratory. So in part A, you have 5 programs that are instructed to be done in assembly level language. So the very first program, what we are trying to understand here is to multiply two 16-bit numbers. So it is a very simple program where you are trying to multiply two 16-bit numbers where you store the numbers in two registers, that is R1 and R2, and multiply them and store the results. So before knowing that, or before going to the program, so we will understand a simple basics of the structure of this code, how to write this assembly level language. The first thing is area. So area is where you define or you allocate the memory. Okay, so to allocate the memory, you write the keyword area followed by file name. So what is this file name? File name can be any sort of user defined name. Okay, it should not be a keyword, that's all. Here I am trying to multiply two numbers, so it can also be file name, can also be a something like a multiply number or multiply 16-bit number, like that. Okay, so this is about file name. The next section is code. Code indicates that whatever the area you are writing, so whatever you write below this, so it belongs to the code part, that is, this is an executable structure you are writing below. So if you write any data, so if you are writing any defining any array, then you would have written data here. If you want to define any constant, any values, then we would have written data here. But I am writing a code, therefore I write code here. The next one is entry. So entry shows that this is the point from which you should start execution. Okay, so the compiler should actually execute the code from this point. Export main. So export underscore underscore main. There are two underscores here. So underscore underscore main. So export is a keyword that transfers the code. Okay, so it helps us to transfer the code. So main again, so it indicates that where you are writing the code, from where you are starting the code. So this is the main where you are starting the code. Remember, while writing this code, indentation is very important. So this is main. In the main code, I have only 3 instructions. So 1, 2 and 3. The first instruction is load the register. So R1 is a register. So to this R1 register, load the value FFFF. Okay. So why you have written 0x indicates that X indicates that it is an hexadecimal number. It is a hexadecimal number. Therefore, so 0x indicating hexadecimal number, FFFF is the hexadecimal number which you are storing in R1. And again, one more FFFF is also an hexadecimal number that you are storing in R2. Okay. So load R1 and R2 with the values that you want to multiply. The third instruction is multiply R1 and R2, store the result in R3. So you need to multiply R1 and R2, store it in R3. So just a simple instruction where it performs R1 into R2. So where you have to store it, it should be stored in R3. So after that, no operation, perform nothing. Stop indicating the end of your code and or end of the execution, and end indicating the end of your code. So this is about multiplying two numbers. Coming to the result, here I have taken two different values. So R1 I have taken as FFFF and R2 FFF. So the multiplied result is stored in R3, which is FFEF001. The same thing, F9 is taken, FFFF is taken, and these two are multiplied. The result is saved in R3 register. So I got it as ABA F59. You can use your calculators and calculate the result here. And the next one is calculation part. So I want you to perform these two multiplication and post it. What is the result? Okay. And the next part is execution steps. Now let us see how to execute. I'm using Keil Microvision 4 for the execution. So go to project first, select close project. then go to project, select new project. So in the destination folder, wherever it is there, so I'll start typing a project name. So project 1 or practice project, practice program 1, and save it. Now I need to find the appropriate IC, that is NXP LPC1768. So here is LPC1768 because this is what we have been specified. So accordingly I am taking the LPC1768 process IC, which is a target now. And it's a so you have the details, description of it. It is a 32-bit microcontroller. So it belongs to Cortex M3. So what are all the different features you are having, everything is mentioned here, and click on OK. Yes, add file to project. It is already existing, overwrite it, it's okay, done. So now this is your target source group and startup is created. Now go to file and select new, otherwise you have a shortcut here, click on new and start typing the code. So tab. Now I have completed the typing of code. Now I'll save the file, go to file, save, or you can directly choose here save. I'll give the name as program 1 dot small s. Okay, so everything you can use small letters only, it's okay, no problem. Program 1 dot yes, yes indicating that this is a assembly level code. Now right click on source group, select add files to source group. So by default it is taking C type, source file as C.C, but I need assembly level code, therefore I am selecting the ARM source file.s, and here is my program. Just double click on it, it will get added here and click on close. Okay, it is done. Now click on this to check the error, translate it. Okay, just click on this button, translate. So I have an error here, invalid syntax. Okay, let me rectify it, save it, translate, 0 errors. And now build the target, target is built. The next option is debug. So where do you find this translate if they are not indicated here? So it is in project. In the project you have build and rebuild, you have also translate. Okay, otherwise you can just use the icons here. Next is debug. Go to debug, select the first option, start, stop, debug. Otherwise you have a icon here, just click on it and click OK. So it will not execute because I have to make little more changes here. That is, go to startup file, and in the startup file the main thing is I have to import and export there are two commands which I have to make it as a comment. So it will be at the last. Normally I'm getting it at 259 and 260. Just go there and give a semicolon here, indicating that you are making these two as comments. Okay, just save it, go back to debug and run it again. Oh, it aborted because I have to build it again. Okay, now let me check. Yes, it is done. So automatically the compiler will point the LDR R0 comma main, that is load R0 with the main register, main program, that is where main is located. There you have to go and load it back. So R0 will be loading the address of that. So it is in F8. You can see if I just keep on it, you can see it is F8. So let me run. So here you have few options I want to discuss about it. This is reset CPU and this is step-by-step execution of the code. So this is one-step execution. If you just click it, all over the program, all the program, like the complete code will be executed in a single step. And this is step over. That is, if you don't want to execute that line, you can click on this. Okay, so let me go for step-by-step execution. First step, so you can see that F9 is the location. It has been loaded, memory location, and it will point to the location now. And R1 and R2 are loaded. Run again, run. So you can see it is executing, and this is the result that has been stored here. So that's all, the program is done. So reset, reset, and single step execution, everything changed in a single move. Okay, so this is all about the code and execution step. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. So if you have any doubts, you can write me back to my email ID. Thank you.